What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. In this video, just like the title says, I'm gonna basically be doing the steps that I feel like would be the easiest for beginner barbers or anybody just starting out wanting to cut hair. These are like the steps that I feel would be the easiest for you guys to learn. But for this haircut, I will be trimming down the top just a little bit, and I'm also gonna be doing a mid fade on the side. As far as the beard goes, I'm not gonna really show it on the haircut. I mean, I am gonna do it, but I'm not gonna show it just because I really want to focus on the fade part. So right here, I pretty much just finished saturating my client's hair with water because I will be trimming the top. So by making the top nice and wet, it'll make it a lot easier for your scissors to glide through. But here, like I was doing right there, I was combing the hair in the direction that it naturally wants to go, starting in the cowlick area and brushing everything forward. So now here, I'm actually gonna go ahead and start at the very front in the middle section, and that's pretty much gonna be my guide for the entire haircut on top. So once I go ahead and cut it in, I'm gonna be working my way all the way through the back of the head in the middle area, and then match that up with the left and right side. Alright you guys, so now to actually begin on the fade, I'm going to be using my trimmers, the Andis cordless T-liner, and I'm basically going to be starting at the corner of his lineup and kind of working my way down once I get towards the back. And for this line, you want to make sure that it doesn't have to be too perfect, but try to get it as close to perfect as you guys can, because the neater you guys are with your guys' steps, the better. And also, when you guys go back in with the T-liners and to remove all the hair underneath, make sure that you guys get every single hair. That way you guys won't have to come back and you'll get everything done in the first try. Now here I will be using my Andis Pro Foil shaver just to go ahead and make the fade part bald. Alright, here I'm using my Wall cordless senior with no guard with the lever all the way open, and I'm actually going to be going up about ½ inch, making sure that I'm flicking out, not going straight in. That way I'm not going in and creating a super hard guideline. Alright, so here I'm going in with my Andis T-liner because every time I use the shaver, I find that it leaves a super hard guideline. So by getting my sharpest liners, I'm going to use it to kind of help me fade in a way. That way it's easier to blend in with the clipper with the all the way closed. Alright, now here I'm switching back to the cordless senior now with the lever all the way closed, and I'm going to be flicking up about ½ inch, and then once I do that, I'm going to open the lever about halfway, and then I'm going to go ahead and continue to blend up, going up about another ½ inch just to go ahead and remove that bottom line. Now here I'm going up to the next level. So this one is going to be the half guard. And once again, every time I switch to a new guard, I'm going to always start with the lever all the way open. So once again, I'm going up about 1/2 inch and I'm making sure that I'm flicking out. Alright, so now the goal is to go ahead and remove the bottom line. So all you really have to do is close the lever all the way, still using the half guard. And all you really want to do is just flick out that bottom line. And as you guys can see, I am using like the corners. Basically do whatever you guys need to do just to remove that bottom line. But it's really important that you guys do not pass the top line, because since you have the lever all the way closed, it is a lot shorter than what it is at the top line. So make sure that you guys stay underneath that line and then you guys will be good. So now moving on to the next step, which is the number 1 guard. And once again, start with the lever all the way open and go ahead and create a new guideline. So here I am going up another 1/2 inch. Now here I went ahead and closed the lever all the way, and once again we're going to be focusing on that bottom line. So make sure you guys use the corner or the full blade. Do whatever you guys have to do to go ahead and get rid of the bottom line. So here I noticed that I wasn't completely happy with blending out the bottom line. So what I did was went back to my previous step and doing detail work. I'm gonna basically be playing with the lever, starting with it all the way open, closing it, depending on what it takes to go ahead and get rid of the bottom line. I'm gonna do that before I go ahead and move on to the next step. Alright, so now I'm pretty much satisfied. I'm gonna go ahead and move on. So the next step is going to be adding the 1.5 guard, and once again start with the lever all the way open. Continue to do the exact same stuff. Go ahead and create a new guideline, another 1/2 inch up. Make sure you guys flick it out. Now here I'm closing the lever all the way and once again working out the bottom line. Now time for more detail work, since I do still see dark spots at the bottom. So go ahead and reattach your number 1 guard and flick out that bottom line. So now for the clipper over comb part, I really want to pay attention to my client's head shape. So I really do not want to dig in too much on the top of his hair, because then it'll start looking off. I really like to end the fade on where my client's head starts to round out. Nothing over that, because once again, it'll look weird. So here I'm just pretty much putting in my clipper over comb in and kind of flaring out in a way. And I'm going to be going little by little, taking a step back, examining my client's hair. And I also like to go ahead and bring down a section from the top to kind of start to layer the side, if that makes sense. Now for his lineup, since he does have long hair on top, I always like to go ahead and spray some hairspray on his lineup. That way once I go in with the trimmers, it's not moving all over the place. It kind of has some hold to it. That way I know exactly where his lineup is. So for his lineup, I am going to be using my Babyliss trimmers, and these things hit like right off the back. All I really did was I zero gapped them as close as I could without them like hurting or anything like that. But these things just slice the hair right off. These are definitely worth it. If you guys could get your hands on one of these, make sure that you guys do it, because it is a dope trimmer. But my client's already pretty much crispy as it is, but just to make his haircut stand out even more, I'm going to be applying a little bit of color enhancement just to really enhance the lineup. Alright you guys, but that was a cut. I hope you guys liked it. If you guys did, make sure you guys leave a thumbs up. Also leave your comments down below. I always love reading your guys' feedback. But thank you guys for watching. If you guys are not following me on Instagram, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at JZepetoTheBarber. But that's pretty much it for this week, you guys. Thank you guys for watching once again. I'll see you guys on the next one.